Without a top-flight quarterback, the way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On second down, Ingram. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down now, it's Ingram. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's got Snead. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. This one complete to Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Reggie Ragland picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Motion backfield, motion backfield. 536.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of the So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch out. Watch out.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Slam. Wide. Get wide. Tight dog.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Baltimore coming back out here on offense. Charles, unfortunately for the Ravens this year, it just feels like a failure. Yes, the 14 wins in the regular season, but that divisional round loss to Tennessee, such a shocker, really stunned everybody in the NFL.
It certainly did, and I know exactly what you're saying when you say it feels like a failure, yet you don't want to say it, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it just feels wrong to say that, but let's face it, the bottom line is getting to the ultimate prize. And when you're 14-2 in the regular season, you're the #1 seed in the AFC, and you lose at home in your first playoff game, it will feel like a failure, and hopefully that'll motivate them going forward. But I think part of it is they didn't need to play Week 7.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Kill. Yellow. Kill.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Draw play. Ingram now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Jim. Check. Fresno. Attack. 26, check 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. 25, check 25, check 25. Shift, watch the shift.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Well, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Out, 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 out.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. And that'll be incomplete.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line 36. Switch up, switch up. Hey, check 24, check 24. Rush in, rush in.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game. And
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Tucker's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Yellow.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's get it right now. Right on these two. 36. Shift.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Ripley.
These niggas think Mike still don't work.
On Sunday. Check 31.
Oh, shit.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
This is so stupid. I watched all that shit live. That's why I'm not even phased by all that shit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Easy. Here's the party now. Shoot. He's crashing.
Bro, what is wrong with this nigga? Shoot. I know yesterday this nigga Mike just stopped working. We could hear him, but this nigga could not hear us. Bro, wow, this bitch. Bro, hoes just be getting fucking surgery, bro. Like it ain't nothing for fucking their body and shit, bro. I've seen this a few times on my story now. Hoes is talking about getting surgeries. One bitch is talking about getting a new pair of titties, and one bitch is talking about getting an ass. Yeah, these hoes have bread. Some of these hoes is like single mothers. Literally, they're both single mothers. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I ain't gonna lie, one of them got bread. I don't know what she necessarily worked, but these hoes, they look like they got bread, but I don't know what. She do got a premium. One of them do. The one that's still not getting an ass got a premium. Yeah, this bitch is so stupid. All you motherfuckers who ain't talk to me better not try to be friendly after my surgery. I'm already lit in real life. Now I'm gonna have a body to match. This stupid bitch, this stupid Asian bitch, bro. Like she like her name is beautiful Queen Kim. Fucking Jasmine Washington knows her. Like she know like them people. So like I don't know, but because I seen a picture with them before.
So I opened my door at fucking 4 in the morning for him. And now you just over here bothering me. Like, I want to go to bed. I have to go to work. You ain't trying to eat no pussy or rub me down. Get the fuck out. How he gonna slap me?
And this bitch not even cute. She about to go. Damn, bro.
He's checking crab. You gonna take. You got take.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fucking at champ. This bitch only posting different titty pics because she can get her titties done. These hoes. Bro, what is up with this thing?
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Answer whatever.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here's Thomas. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Yo. Let me try something. Yeah, can I hear me?
And hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The throw there finding its way to Boyle.
He sounds sad. He said, how you
yards. The pick up on pitch and catch.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
going to kill somebody. He's mad as hell.
Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland. Who else?
He doesn't act right, like.
So then all this playing with your motherfucking emotions.
He don't know what to do. He in like a crib going crazy.
Bro.
I think you got your emotions on a roller coaster.
For his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Xavier, he was like this yesterday. Look. PJ was like, what did he say? Oh, you was drinking. Damn, what did he say? I forgot. He said he was drinking some kind of liquor, some kind of champagne.
His career,
he was like,
so he has the leg for this.
He was like, oh, that be making you sad. Sad as hell. That kind of make you sad. Oh, what? You must be sad. Oh, boy. We're out there in the pit.
And this kick is not gonna get
outside.
There. It's short and no good. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied.
I'm gonna need probably like a dub from your guy. Got that
distance, sometimes you're gonna need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now here comes Kansas. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Yellow.
That's the thing, though. You won't ever beat me.
Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
I spoke with y'all, but I can always
77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
They had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. First set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, backbreaker.
How many of us trust issues?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
They always bring joy out of me, man. We got you.
It's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of the range. That's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. Almost conceding the 3 points, they want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
We about our bread. We for sure, bro.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds.
They got beat on by that dude.
You want to stay in.
He got beat
I love
up.
the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know
Yeah,
the
we about money though.
And he's
All
going
that
to take
game,
it into
this
the end
thing.
zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role. with those
Deontay
two
Wilder got his
TDs and why
motherfucking
they're up on the
ass
scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead